through your prep work in general.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah, we are doing this again.
Been a little bit because Egg is a slut, but we moved on.
That is true.
You always move on from sluts.
That's true.
Except me, apparently, because you wanted me back.
It wasn't up to me.
Well, Egg, or Ben, you're the slut that got away.
In fairness, I would have invited your mom, but I'm not allowed to have her contact information as part of the treaty.
Yeah, that's true. Forgot about that treaty.
And also, Ben doesn't like cheating.
Yes, I
Ben
do.
loves cheating. That's like 60% of his personality.
Excuse me. I like cheating and not getting caught.
Yeah,
Our
well, but
protagonist
everyone
knows
still knows that you do it.
But they can never get any particular details.
It's an open secret.
Yes, we can't prove it, but we know it happens.
Look, all that I know is I'm always following the rules, and everybody else is just bad at making them to stop me.
True. That's what they're
We never
saying
made
in the
them
streets
stop
about you.
I mean, you just gotta be careful with the relationship contract. I may or may not include a proviso about all the bitches I'm allowed to have.
Okay, Adachi.
Stop trying to make anime references nobody gets.
It's not an anime
That was a
reference.
Persona 4 reference that I
Yeah.
got.
Yeah,
So what you're saying is you all
everyone
suck.
knows.
I think you're just the only one who didn't get the reference.
But
Yes,
you,
because I have taste.
you're the only one who didn't get the reference.
Because I have taste.
Sure you do.
Sure you do.
You all want to talk about a story about high schoolers that is bad and cringe.
It's
You
pretty
played the
good,
game
actually.
for what, 2 hours?
Ben
It's-
said we don't have
it's pretty
taste,
cringe.
and he's the one who had COVID.
My sense of taste was not affected at all. Very convenient.
Yeah.
I guess this is one of those
My-
choices
my
we don't
joke
get to pick
is
them
now
in any
worthless.
order.
Just like you.
Yes.
Well,
This is like something where you probably get to select every single dialogue option. It's a mandatory. You have to choose every choice.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably. So this is like post running away from Berserker, right?
Yeah.
Post
Next
Berserker,
morning.
Berserker exhaustion.
Cool.
So I'm gonna pick this one. I don't remember what we were doing.
We're doing war, Dia. This is
True.
what we're doing.
Objectively true?
So who's getting narration right now?
Let me just wet my lips a little bit. Drink the last of this water I have.
generally Nesbert is our narrator when we're at these normal scenes right now because everybody else has a character.
Weird.
Yeah. To be fair, I have characters too, but not in these scenes. That's why.
Yeah. At
Yeah.
home. That's okay. We have Nezzy at home. Nezzy at home, narration.
Nazi at home is the the eighth dwarf that didn't make it to the Snow White, the seven dwarfs.
Excluded
Or
the income
Nuzzy
laws.
is one of the dwarfs that Peter Dinklage wouldn't allow to be in the live action Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
In fairness, Peter Dinklage doesn't feel that dwarves is an appropriate plural. He says it should be dwarfs, and that dwarves is for the fantasy race.
Hmm.
This is an actual thing he says. He feels that, that dwarf is like an appropriate thing to call somebody with dwarfism, but the plural is dwarfs, not dwarves.
Oh well, who cares what he thinks? He's a gnome, as far as I'm aware.
He's not a gnome. He's a dwarf.
Gnome. A dwarf. Alright.
Not really sure what the semantic difference between dwarfs and dwarves is. It's like so minor.
You don't really understand English. That's why you don't really follow our directions.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll learn Norwegian so I can insult you in a language you maybe understand.
I'll be completely honest, I thought she was going somewhere about to make a joke about gnomes and dwarves, but no. Oh, never mind.
No, she doesn't know gnomology.
Eh?
Ben is an expert in gnomology.
Well, gnomology and gnomology are quite different. You see, gnomology is actually a collection of different, like, inverse Chuck Norris jokes about how bad gnomes are, whereas gnomology is actually information about gnomes.
Hmm. I'm more curious why Tosaka is still here.
Probably me. Okay,
Yeah,
I want to hear about the serious stuff first. Tell me why you're still hanging around.
Fine, then I'll begin with the conclusion.
Huh? What was that? For a fleeting second, Tosaka looked repulsed.
And doesn't she?
She's got her I can't believe I'm talking to you right now expression on.
Exactly.
Anyway, Tia
Go
stopped
girl.
wrestling with them.
Or she died.
Oh, no,
I-
it froze.
Yeah.
I-
No, it's moving. It's moving. She's alive.
Okay, so she's just slow as usual.
As
No,
always.
maybe
Say,
it
damn,
broke
this
up.
is a new record for Tia cutting out.
My internet is particularly bad lately.
No, this is her, right?
You
Where?
can always press the button one more time and see if the narrator gives any info.
Yeah, but this is Tosaka, I know.
Oh, okay.
Then I'll be frank. What do you plan to do next?
Tosaka asked this one question I hope she wouldn't. Actually, that's not entirely true. It's not that I don't want her to ask as much as I haven't really thought of my answer yet. What am I going to do now? It's the question I want to ask.
To be honest, I don't know. I know there's a competition for the Holy Grail, but I've never been in a battle between mages. For one thing,
More than anything, I want to avoid any killing.
I'm not interested in something like the Holy Grail. I don't know if I can risk my life for something I don't want.
I knew you'd say something like that. I'll have you know that your servant will kill you for saying that sort of thing.
Hot. Well, kill me? Why?
Servants also seek the Holy Grail. One of the conditions for them allowing a master to summon them is getting the chance at the Holy Grail. The Grail is the servant's #1 priority. They'll obey their master if it gives them a chance at the Grail, and sometimes they'll even die for their masters. Try saying you don't want the Grail to your servant. You can't blame her if she calls you a traitor and then cuts you down where you stand.
What the hell? That doesn't sound right. Servants are the ones who are summoned by masters, right? Then
Do you think servants would really serve humans for free?
yes, I'm a white guy. I assume people will serve me for no reason.
True. Whoever acquires the Grail gets their wish granted, whether that's a master or their guardian servant. The servants have their the servants have wishes of their own. That's why they respond to this. They respond.
Oh my goodness.
At best, unreasonable.
Masters don't summon servants to help them get the Holy Grail. Servants answers the master's call to have a chance at the Holy Grail.
Servants have wishes too?
Bro,
Servants
they're
are
people
people?
too? Holy shit,
Bro,
that's
these
crazy.
people from history are actually people?
Damn,
Insane.
Does
girl.
that mean
concept.
Saber has a wish she wants granted by the Holy Grail?
That's why servants will go out and eliminate other masters even without even being ordered to. Only one person can get the Holy Grail. They won't allow it to fall into the hands of anyone other than their own masters. Unlike masters, servants don't have power to take away command spells. The only way they can neutralize other masters is by killing them. So even if the master has no intention of fighting, conflict is inevitable. Masters attacked by servants need to fight them off with their own servant. Kirei told you plenty of times about how that is the heart of the Holy Grail War.
Yeah, but I wasn't listening. He's kind of mean and has really ugly mullet.
True, and he has like big fucking yaoi hands.
Yeah, there's like a 100% chance he has a mullet just in order to make people upset.
Yes.
Didn't even think
And
about it
honestly-
until you pointed it out, but yeah, it's the
And
fucking
there's a reason
mullet.
why he has yaoi hands, egg.
The only person who's allowed to have a mullet is Seto Kaiba. Nobody else.
Fuck you mean? You... At what point does Seto Kaiba wear a mullet?
Die, Dia, die. Yeah, he told me enough of that last night. But
That means that servants must fight and kill each other. I thought it would have been enough as long as the masters made peace with each other and gave up the Holy Grail. But if servants answer the summons because they also seek the Holy Grail and will never give up until they have it, then battles between servants really are inevitable.
why are you so stupid?
Yeah, fork found in kitchen. Like,
Is,
okay.
is that true? But then,
I mean, fork found in kitchen. We've just said too many times at this point.
I
I
only
think we
heard it like
should,
3
move
times.
to a more we should move to a more appropriate metaphor. I was thinking, woman found in kitchen.
I was thinking food found in kitchens.
I was thinking Ben's body found in casket.
Oh please, I'd never stay there for long.
Yeah, he respawns, remember.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't,
Whatever,
somebody
man.
would definitely desecrate my corpse.
Yes.
Oh, I
Absolutely.
would.
And I'm
Egg
someone.
was top of that list.
That's right. Nobody else would. Everybody else recognizes my greatness. You're the only holdout.
Oh my god.
But then,
Push the button, Dia.
is the
Did
girl
you
who
read
wants
this
so hard
line?
to protect me also here to fight, kill for it, and maybe die? All for the Holy Grail?
Yes. Have you read the legends?
He
That's awful.
hadn't.
I don't know exactly what a heroic spirit is, but Saber's human. I saw her bleed yesterday.
Don't worry about that. Servants aren't mortal, so if they die, they'll just go back to where they came from. Heroic spirits are phenomena that can't die. Only masters can actually get killed when they lose a fight.
So they're
So
like
Rian's actually
herons.
wrong here. A quick little distinction. For
Okay.
in general, when you're dealing with a heroic spirit, that's different from dealing with a servant. These class containers, Saber, Archer, Lancer, exist in order to capture a bit of the heroic spirit and basically let a copy or like a simulacrum of them exist in this world, because the real thing is too powerful and important to exist like that.
Mhm.
In other words, you're dealing with a copy or a partial fraction of their existence projected into the servant class container. It's not the real person. There's only one exception to that. Somebody who isn't on the throne of heroes.
Throne of Heroes?
It's basically like when you complete Pokemon Legends Arceus, and your reward is a piece of Arceus itself.
That's actually a pretty reasonable comparison, yeah. Yeah, the throne of heroes is where heroic spirits live. Essentially, the idea of the throne of heroes is that the part of the world that is represented by the human will wants its own champions to fight on behalf of mankind. A kind of immune system against magical bullshit. The world, Gaia, has its own will, and man has conquered so much of the world it has its own portion of that will, called Alaya. Alaya is the human portion of the will of the world. Because we're so significant, and because we often bully the shit out of the rest of the world and pollute it and dump oil on it, we're not always aligned with the will of the rest of the world. Alaya is the reason it's difficult to reach the root, i.e. to create true magic. Reason being, because people who can do whatever the fuck they want are kind of scary, and being able to break all the rules of reality is really scary. So the will of mankind doesn't want people to be able to do that. Heroic spirits are the primary tool of Alaya. Essentially, when bullshit's about to happen, the will of mankind summons one of the heroes of mankind to go kill it.
Interesting.
And that's what the Throne of Heroes is. It's the cosmic immune system. The Holy Grail system borrows the will of some of those heroes whose records are stored to be brought back when needed. This is part of why, to a mage, the idea of King Arthur's legend of coming back when Britain needs her just makes sense. Because this is what literally happens with the Throne of Heroes. The heroes of mankind are stored away in case they're ever needed. Given an extra afterlife, Valhalla, basically.
Like Gordon Freeman.
Anyway, I hope that was remotely interesting to you and not too much Magibabble, because the Masterverse is the most prolific practitioner of Magibabble in fiction.
Yeah, that was fun.
There is no content.
But is Gordon Freeman a heroic spirit?
Is Garden of what?
Gordon Freeman.
Gordon Freeman is not a heroic spirit.
No.
Why wouldn't he
Although-
Gordon Freeman never existed, yeah.
So, counter to that, there is one other element to this. Heroic spirits have an attribute, one of three. They're either Earth, human, or star. Those represent their place in mythology. Someone with the attribute of star exists because they changed what was possible for a human being. Admittedly, one of those is probably, and this is a little nauseating, Christopher Columbus. Because the discovery of the New World changed possibility for mankind. It united the world. In horrors, but united the world. He's probably a heroic spirit, and probably has the alignment of star. Hercules has the alignment of Earth, because he's mythology. He is aligned with the powers of the world. Whereas a real human person, like Joan of Arc, would have the alignment of human. This isn't to answer whether they were real or not. That's not super easy to tell. But in theory, somebody who never existed could still be on the Throne of Heroes. We don't know if the mythological people actually existed or not in every case. History itself is not an easy witness, because what is recorded is the will and memory of mankind as much as reality. Which is why a heroic spirit and their noble phantasm, the crystallization of their legend, will be influenced by what people remember. This also means that a hero is going to be more powerful in a place that remembers them more strongly. So King Arthur is going to be more powerful in Britain. Hercules is going to be more powerful in the Mediterranean. I would say Greece, but really it's like the entire Hellenic world, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also,
His
another
12
thing to
lemurs, he
remind,
went through the entire
the older the
Mediterranean.
legend of the hero is, the older the legend of the hero is, the more powerful genital serpents also are, or those heroes are.
This is for two reasons. One, because the early Earth was complete bullshit, full of magical shit. And two, because of the idea of mystery. The longer that something goes not understood and the more distant it is from the time at which it was enacted, the more powerful their mystery, which is a part of the magic system in the Fate franchise, and is the reason why mages work in secret. Keeping what they can do secret makes it a little bit more powerful. Because what Magecraft is a cheat code way of accomplishing a goal. Basically, an abnormal way of doing it outside of the common sense of mankind and the ability of science. Science is all about replicable things. Magic is all about uniqueness, which is why a heroic spirit, in particular, is the one and only. And that's why so few modern people are heroic spirits. Because the weaponry and capabilities of modern people is understood and replicable. Whereas, like, what the fuck is a Hercules? It's not fair, he's the son of a god. They're not around anymore.
Yeah.
Even funnier when you take Grand Order into account for what it does to the lore.
Well, Grand Order is kind of crack, but also, don't make me get into the Greek gods in Grand Order, my god.
I know, that's exactly what I was talking about.
I am not talking about the goddamn robots. It's so dumb.
Robots?
Yes, the robots are aka the Greek gods, are alien robots.
Alien robots.
Okay, so this is why half of the Fate fans just ignore Grand Order in totality.
Just because of the Greek gods being robots?
Because he feels like it. And I can't handle it.
Which, to be honest, respect.
I hate you.
It's like George R.R. Martin was like, oh, I'll make the last book, but never let for Song of Fire and Ice, and then never release it.
No, the really funny thing that George Martin does is that he goes off and writes Fire and Blood, like, let me go write a history textbook in the world of my story. That's a full-length book, but then I'm never going to write the sequel. Fuck you.
I'll let the live-action Game of Thrones final season be the ending to the series.
Please.
Anyway, let's get back to actually doing our job now that I've ruined everything for everybody.
Yeah, we literally have info dumped right before the game will info dump any of that stuff on us.
Yeah.
I will say, I'm pretty sure what I gave there was, 1, basically without any spoilers, and 2, pretty accurate.
And condensed, too, for all things said and done.
I'm good at what I
You
do.
did just have to actually read Tosaka.
I'm actuallying her because part of the joke of what goes on in Fate Stay Night is that Reen is obscenely competent and yet wrong a lot, because she is assuming the world plays by the rules and has yet to figure out this Holy Grail War is all about people cheating.
Wow.
Everybody in the Holy Grail War is secretly me.
Ben
Yeah,
versus
you do
Ben
terrible
versus
in the
Ben
Holy Grail
versus
War.
Ben versus Ben versus Ben versus Ben.
Which means that only Ben can beat Ben.
I mean, that's
and
true
Dia
in real
would
life.
die. How many are we at now? How many times have you beaten her in Warcraft?
She's lost over 52
58?
times.
It's 58.
58. Okay, so yeah, Dia would lose 58 times.
Dia cannot even get a 2% win right now.
Dia, honestly, at this rate, unless Dia does something serious or I start sandbagging much harder, it would take her more than 100 attempts. Not 100 total, more than 100 from here.
More than
Crazy.
100 from here. Oh my god.
You are not getting better anymore. You stopped trying.
You have a skill ceiling somewhere, right?
I mean, I've already run into the point where getting better is hard.
Okay, well, maybe I will catch up.
No, because you're not practicing.
You're also giving up before you even get anywhere, so...
I'm working on that.
We're on the harder.
Anyway, did we read
That's
this
a bad
line?
brain.
We read it, but we were just
Yeah.
talking for so long about the Fate Stay Night lore mechanics of the universe.
That's what I got actually about, yeah.
I was just trying to explain why girlies are wrong as always. No, I mean, even if their deaths are figurative.
And just
Doesn't-
casually stole my information.
It doesn't.
Even if the deaths are figurative.
Oh, I
especially
see.
The fact that it takes the form of a human dies in this world.
What, you have some hang up with killing? You've got some nerve calling yourself a mage with morals like that.
Irony.
Yo,
Hot.
Tosaka's right. Tosaka's right.
Tosaka's right.
Tosaka's right.
Tosaka's
Also-
right.
As a mage, death is never far. I understand that fact, and I've long since resigned myself to it. But I'm not strong enough to be the judge of when and where other people should live or die.
Of course I do. I won't be party to some war where people murder each other.
This is Fate Stay
Um,
context.
Oh, really? So you're just gonna sit and wait to be killed? You're gonna just hand the victory to some other master?
That's not my point. All I have to do is stay alive until the end, right? I don't intend to kill anyone, but I'm also not going to hold back if I need to defend myself.
Someone who shuts up right. Oh, never mind. That's my turn to take over Ben. Sorry.
It's okay. I was just holding out for the ... Someone who shows up ready to kill others can't complain about getting killed.
So you're going to play defense. You're just gonna watch and see what other masters do? Even if that thing from yesterday goes around killing everyone in town, you'll ignore it?
That thing from yesterday. Yeah, it is apt to call Hercules a thing there. That twisted, inhumane. Strong enough to level a house with a single blow. If it says mind to it, I'm sure it could destroy all of Miyama overnight. To make matters worse, servants can turn into spirit form. Humans who lack the ability to sense the supernatural can't even see them. As soon as servants materialize, you can interact with the physical world too. Excuse me. You could say that they're the ultimate weapons. No modern technology or weaponry can affect the spiritual form.
How many tons of TNT would it take to kill Hercules?
All of it, and it wouldn't matter.
It literally wouldn't do anything. The answer is enough to cause a supernova that creates a black hole, because you can't kill him, but you could trap him.
Or you could just destroy the world.
Godhand says that an attack needs to meet A rank. The problem is that there needs to be mystery. So you'd literally need to achieve enough explosions that mankind can't explain what's happening. Which means you literally probably need a black hole, yeah. Because we don't
Also,
understand them.
Our attacks don't work on them, but they can hurt us. It's a depressingly one-sided arrangement. From a normal person's point of view, servants might as well be natural disasters. People die to an invisible killer. Those deaths will just be treated as accidents or natural causes.
It's bad.
What do you mean? Don't masters and servants only attack other masters? What do the people in town have to do with it? Stop interrupting. I know what I'm doing.
Sorry.
I'll never forgive you.
If only the world were so peaceful. In that case, then we wouldn't need Kirei to play referee.
You're really fucked if you have Kirei playing referee.
Real. I should have mentioned this sooner, but servants are spirits. Their forms are complete, static, so they do not grow. Oh. Even though there's a little end line thingy.
But they still need
continues?
magical energy as fuel. When they are provided with more magical energy, they are able to use more of the special abilities they had while they were alive. That's not unlike us mages, actually.
Okay, so that was still her
Wait,
line.
what?
They
Yeah.
just ended the line by accident.
They even had quotation marks, so it clearly was ended for someone talking.
Yerp.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's on the
um,
devs.
look, it's not on the devs, it's on the translator.
No, that's
So let's find them and kill them.
It's 9 o'clock by this
True.
point.
Well, whatever, you said the lines anyways. That's not unlike us mages, actually. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah. It's like repeatedly using magecraft.
Magical energy is like gunpowder. The mage is the gun itself. Like how there are different guns, pistols, rifles, shotguns. Mages all have a variety of abilities. To continue the metaphor, servants are more like artillery cannons and firearms. They burn a huge amount of gunpowder to launch massive shells.
That's right. But servants can't draw mana from the atmosphere like us. They generally only run on magical energy within them. It's our job as masters to supplement that energy. Their power is limited by their own energy supply, plus whatever their masters give them. That means half-baked master like you has no chance against a more capable master, right? One very obvious solution to this hurdle is that your servant acquire magical energy from other sources.
Sorry about
Servants
that. I
is-
was trying to hit the mute button, but I did not hit it in time.
Unforgivable.
True.
I don't
Killed
even
him.
know what happened, so you're forgiven.
You're not forgiven. Overruled.
Servants are
BRB gonna
spirits,
go
so they
toss
can
myself over
eat
Spike.
similar stuff for sustenance.
Eating something similar? No, use BRB, so I'm taking over.
Okay.
You mean other spiritual bodies? But what kind of spirits would they eat?
Well, spirits of nature can take power from nature itself.
So,
So, so what do you think servants, where human spirits, get power from?
oh. It really is an easy question. Just as we eat meat, human spirits, like servants, have to eat.
Correct. To be fair, the magical energy supply from masters chosen by the Holy Grail should be enough in most cases. But shouldn't it be obvious that they'd gain more energy by getting it from more than one person? Bluntly speaking, inferior masters have to feed other people to their servants.
Based.
It's experience.
They're just
Sure.
farming.
Servants can convert souls and primal human emotions into magical energy. If you want your servant to get stronger, that's the most efficient way. It's not rare for masters to sacrifice humans to their servant.
Damn.
I'm back.
I'm back.
It didn't take long for me to get back. Luckily, I have an 8+ support rank with Ben, so I could use a friendship seal to get into his class and then get the respawn ability.
You don't have to
He
pretend
is-
to say plus, man.
He is lying.
was
It's
only
an exclusive
Fates.
class.
Just be glad I didn't say S rank, Ben.
Well, you can't S-rank me. Guys can't love guys, remember?
But there you see, there is a gay mod.
But I
Ooh,
didn't
you
allow
see,
mods.
there's also Fire Emblem Three Houses in which men can love men.
That
That's
is like literally
non-canon.
the worst
I
example of
should
the
play
entire
more
series
Fire
you could do.
Emblem.
You know that game wasn't even made by intelligent systems. It's non-canon.
Oh no, it's canon.
It's canon. They're not letting us forget it.
I mean, at least it's this one they're not letting us forget, rather than engage.
I thought you were gonna say
I'm
Fates.
glad they forgot Revelations.
Yeah.
Well, it's more like the backlash was enough that they finally, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, sacrifice. Are you saying there might be masters out there who go around killing people to make their servants stronger if they're not choosy about their methods?
That is literally what she's saying. Maybe. But I can't see a smart master doing something like that.
Half the masters in this war are idiots.
What do you mean half?
No matter how strong a servant is, they're still limited by energy capacity. They can't store any energy above a hard limit. There's only so much they can benefit from mass murder. For one thing, the association won't just turn a blind eye to someone going around murdering people, but more importantly, the other masters will be able to figure out the servant's abilities and identities based on the victim's cause of death. That, and they'll work out the other master's identity too. Concealing your identity in a Holy Grail war gives you a big advantage, so any normal master would be unwilling to use their servant.
I get it. They won't let anyone know you're a master, and the other masters won't attack you. Conversely, if the other masters know who you are, you're just asking to be ambushed. It stands to reason that no one will be reckless enough to let their servant attack civilians and risk getting exposed.
How much
Yeah,
of
but
this,
reason is rare.
How much of this
Reasons,
novel
yeah.
is just game theory?
I don't know, you could use a game theory lesson.
I could.
You could.
Well, that's a relief. As long as the master doesn't order it, servants shouldn't indiscriminately attack people. That's true. They do discriminate. Women are much tastier.
Kill yourself.
I'd just
Anyways.
respawn.
Probably not. They're supposed to be heroes, after all. I don't think there are any heroes who'd attack innocent people. Though I can't say that for sure. Plenty of them became heroes through sheer violence.
Based.
Like our favorite Lancer. Tosaka just casually raises a truly terrifying point. And she sounds genuine about it, rather than sarcastic or ironic. Tells me how much of a realist she is.
Anyway, that's what I wanted to check with you. So now you understand servants, right? Masters aren't the only ones who want to win the Holy Grail War. Now that you're involved, you have an obligation to control your servant.
An obligation to control my servant.
Hot.
So I need to ensure my servant doesn't attack people as well as other servants. I think me and Ben both recognize where this joke will go.
So do you understand the situation you're in now? Okay, then I'm going to move on to the subject of your wounds and such. Do you remember what happened to you last night?
Well, I remember and all, but
Ran over the stable. Berserkers tore my guts out. I lost consciousness, so I don't know why I'm alive, let alone what happened after that.
I thought so. Before we get back to the main issue here, let me explain what happened.
In
I
displeasure,
don't think she's saying
Tosaka
that.
begins an explanation of what happened last night.
no, Tosaka just narrates herself. She does that.
Yeah, she breaks into third person.
Yo.
Apparently, Berserker left right after I lost consciousness. Afterwards, my body started to heal on its own, and was back to normal after a few minutes. I was still unconscious, so Tosaka brought me here and rest, and the rest was as I remember it.
What's important here is that you managed to survive on your own. I might have helped a bit, but it was your power that healed your wound. So don't get that twisted, okay?
That's what it sounds like from the way you told it. So, you aren't the one who healed me?
Nar. I can't revive someone on the verge of death.
Liar.
What was I supposed to do about your Ew. What was I supposed to do about your intestines scattered on the pavement?
That's graphic. And
Imagine-
literally, how did he heal
imagine-
from that?
Imagine
come
if
back
he,
from that?
she just, like, as she was saying it mid-sentence, was like, what am I supposed to do about ew?
You.
Like,
What am I supposed to do about you?
Is he
I think she sounds like that.
like naturally
And,
or
yeah.
unnaturally some kind of survivor? Like, did he survive that fire that
no.
killed everyone else?
Tia, your
Yes.
question will
Spoilers.
be answered later on.
Yeah,
in this
that's what I'm
fair round, I
thinking.
think.
He has some kind of unnatural survivor thing.
I will just say it plays into a certain legend. I don't really have an answer to that. My stomach is back to normal, yes. My mom honestly still dubious about what Tosaka said. I can't even use any healing magecraft, much less raise the dead. Alright, Ben, take over for a second.
Got it.
Which means it must be your servant.
I'm back.
Either your servant is pretty powerful or something happened to you when you summoned them. I think it's both, actually, but you must be connected by some line.
Line? You mean some sort of fated line that connects a familiar and its mage?
Fate.
Bro. That's the name of the series, bro. Anyways. Oh, so you do have some knowledge of familiars. Then this should be easy. It means a relationship with Saber is not just an ordinary master and familiar relationship. Saber can evidently regenerate too, so her power must be flowing into you.
Oh, so Sauron just naturally regenerate?
It's a Saber moment. Normally, the mage's abilities are shared with their familiar, but in your case, the familiar's abilities are helping the master.
So it's like a river flowing upstream?
That's a good way of putting it. Normally, that wouldn't be possible, but Saber's magical energy must be powerful enough to change the flow of a river. Otherwise, there's no chance she'd be able to go up against Berserker with that tiny frame of hers.
It wouldn't normally be possible. Does that mean your relationship with Archer is a normal mage and familiar relationship?
That's right. He doesn't listen to a word I say, but that's our relationship.
Oh no, Archer's a dog.
The connection between master and servant is like gas in an engine. We provide the energy for them to consume. Though I've read a master once acquired pseudo-immortality by physically fusing with their servant. They wouldn't die as long as their servant doesn't die. Are you listening, Emiya?
Honestly, no. Like, my eyes kind of glazed over around 2 minutes ago.
Huh? Yeah, I am. And Tosaka, does that mean my body will heal from injuries even if I don't do anything about them?
At the cost of your servant's magical energy. I don't know how it works, but it definitely has something to do with Saber being stuck in material form. I don't think you've learned any curses of natural regeneration.
Of course not. My old man never taught me anything that complicated.
That's not what I meant. I'm saying I wouldn't have had to worry this much if it was true. Never mind, this doesn't concern you.
Huh? What does she mean?
What does she
I
mean
wonder
by
why
that?
Tosaka's being so roundabout.
I wonder why Tosaka's being so roundabout.
I wonder why Tosca's being so
I just said
roundabout.
that.
Anyway,
Roundabout,
just don't do anything
roundabout.
rash. You might have survived this time, but you might not live to tell the tale next time you get hurt like that last night. It's probably best you just ditch the notion that any small wounds will heal on their own.
I know. Saber had to help me, because I went and got myself hurt. I don't have any excuse for that.
That's not the point, dummy. Let me be clear. It costs more than Saber's magical energy to heal your wounds. You're giving something up when it happens. Whether that's your life, your luck, or even your bank account, you can bet that kind of healing doesn't come cheap.
That Shiro was low on all of those. Tosaka huffs once again. And I agree, but...
Tosaka, I don't think my bank account has anything to do with it.
Of course it does! Using Magecraft means you're pretty much throwing your money away. The more you use it, the more it drains your money.
And money equals mana.
True. Otherwise, none of this would be acceptable, especially to me.
She's referring to the pendant of stored magical energy she used on Shiro in the beginning of the story.
True.
It's like, damn it, if he could have walked away from that, I wouldn't have wasted my biggest trump card.
Literally.
Tosaka absolutely explodes with fury. It's odd, really. The more I talk to her, the more this Tosaka feels like the real one, while the girl at school feels like an act. Though, I guess I already noticed that yesterday. We're getting off topic. So what's next for you?
Oh, that's Tosaka's line, but just without
Oh, it is.
quotation
Yeah.
marks.
Translators
annoying.
and the proofreaders failing their job. Twice in the
Yep.
same scene.
We're getting off topic. So, what's next for you? You can't. Oh, whoa. You claim you won't kill people, so are you just gonna stand by and watch as other masters do God knows what?
I take it back. She's not only twisted, she's a jerk who's going out of her way to drive me into a corner, all with a smile.
If it comes to that, I'll go in to stop them. The master won't have much to do as long as their servant has been defeated, right?
Unbelievable. So you're not gonna try to defeat any other masters unless they intend to do bad things? Do you even hear yourself?
Translation. You're not even gonna kill people without good reason? What's wrong with you? Yeah, I know they're just pretty words, but I can't think of anything else. I'm not changing my principles, no matter what you say.
There's just one problem. Should I spell it out for you?
See the gears turning in her head. She's up to something. I promise to listen, but I need to hear her out.
Yeah?
Remember that master from yesterday? The little girl who casually ordered her servant to kill both of us.
How could I forget? She attacked us on our way home without any warning.
She is definitely gonna come back and kill us. I'm sure even you've worked that out.
Oh. Right. That girl's a master too. She knows that Tosaka and I are both masters, so she's bound to come after us eventually. Could be today, or tomorrow, or we've already signed our death warrants. I have no chance of stopping that monster.
Her servant, Berserker, is on a whole other level. As inexperienced of a master as you are, you're no match for that thing. And you've been saying you're going to protect yourself by doing nothing. You are not going to be able to defend yourself.
Look who's talking. You have no chance against that thing either.
Not in a straight-up fight. That's the ultimate close quarters combat servant. Close quarters servant, same thing. There probably isn't anyone who can match it even among all the servants. There probably isn't anyone who can match it even among all the heroes of myth and legend. Wow, that was a weird sentence. If Berserker attacks me, there's no escape.
I mean, this works out because canonically, Rid is not a morning person.
True!
This is very accurate, yeah.
That goes for me, too. I'm pretty sure I won't survive the next round with that thing.
I think that was a Shiro line.
It was a Shiro line.
Was it?
It was. That goes for me, too. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't survive another round with that thing.
Oh, okay.
My hand moves unconsciously to my stomach. The wound is closed. It's probably not even fair to call this a wound. It's the spot where a gigantic sword nearly killed me instantly. can't shake off the sudden wave of nausea that wells up in me when I imagine the next time I might go get a taste of that blade.
And there you have it. Do you get that just sitting around doing nothing and waiting for the Holy Grail War to end isn't an option?
Yeah, I know that now. But, Tosaka, I'm not sure what your point is. I'm sure you're not just here to make fun of my inevitable doom, are you?
Sadist do you take me for? After everything I said, you still can't take a hint. I am asking you if you want to team up.
I mean, girly pop, he didn't come out straight and say it. He's a man, he's not going to understand that.
Hmm?
I think
That's
Dia
not
died.
Dia. No, she laughed just now. She's still on the call.
She might still be dead, though.
Yeah. It
Hello?
could be
What?
like the
What now?
remnants of her soul or something.
What
What?
soul?
Huh? What? Huh? What?
If I take those words at face value, that means... Hello,
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, what? What did I miss?
What?
Huh?
What?
I heard
Huh?
you saying goodbye.
What?
Huh?
What?
Hey guys, are you hearing the wind? It sounds like
Must be the wind.
Oh,
Must be the wind.
we're playing this game now.
I'm just in the habit of whenever you try to, check on volume with hello, just saying goodbye.
Oh. Well, anyway, do you want to read this line?
I guess I could read this line, but only because you asked me.
Thank you.
You want to team up with me, Tosaka?
Yeah, my archer's still recovering from a serious wound. That's gonna take some time, but in the meantime, I'm completely out of the fight.
and you owe me, so it works out that way.
And while your servant is superb, her master's dragging her down, making her half as effective. See? Putting the two of us together and you've got a whole.
She just wants to be with Saber.
Yeah, probably. They should
Honestly,
smooth for
yeah.
something. I mean, what? Who said that?
Hey, I'm not that bad of a mage. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. I count 3 times where you almost died. You're the first person I know who's had that happen in a single day.
And he failed to die every single time. That takes skill.
Agreed.
Yeah,
He's,
that all
he's
happened in a
finessing the
single
line
fucking day.
Yeah.
He's finessing the line between life and death. It's more like he's like jumping on the one side then jumping back before anyone can recognize that he's jumped over.
Pretty much.
But
I'll make it worth your while. I'll let you off for getting Archer hurt and teach you what you need to know to be a master. Oh, and if we have time, I can even give you some pointers on your magecraft. Deal?
Ugh. Is an attractive proposition from an equally attractive girl. I know next to nothing, and Tosaka does seem knowledgeable. And I'd like to avoid fighting her. If I can.
Even if you team up and defeat all the other masters and servants, you'd have to fight each other at the end, wouldn't you?
Eventually,
Yep.
yes.
So at some point, they would have to backstab each other.
Yes, but here's
Yep.
also the thing. If they make it to that point where they're just the two left standing, they probably wouldn't kill each other. Hiro definitely would not try and kill Green.
I think Green
Being-
would win.
being honest, it depends on the engagement. Even with Saber's being weakened by being with Shiro, at close range, she's still going to curb stomp Archer. At range, Archer will win just because Saber can't do a lot with mana. So actually, in terms of direct combat, they're reasonably evenly matched right now. It just depends on the battlefield. The thing I think is more interesting here is that as far as we know, Archer doesn't have a wish for the Grail, and neither does Shiro. Meaning, Saber and Reen would just be able to get theirs.
Yeah.
True. That's what I'm saying. Saber and Reen should be the ones to team up.
This is
Well,
de facto a Saber and Reen team up, and everything else is just kind of an excuse.
They just have their chef that they have to tag along with them.
The little dog that they have to take on a walk sometimes.
A little dog
Miles,
named
right?
Shiro Emiya.
This is a Nazi line, right?
Nosbert.
I said it already.
Okay. I trust you.
Should.
That's a mistake.
No, Egg. She trusts me, that's good. She trusts you, that's bad.
Nuh-uh.
I think I was more
Uh-uh.
trustworthy than you, Nazi.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not what I was saying, Dia.
But that's what I'm
You
saying.
trust us both. It's good that you trust me, Dia. It's bad that you trust Egg. 'Cause I
Ooh,
was
but I
thinking
think it's
line
the
on her.
opposite. Because I'm so trustworthy and cool and
And
stuff.
you play a character that has Electric God Fist as one of her moves, so no, you're not trustworthy.
Actually, that's really fair.
Listen, okay? Just because she's mean and an asshole and a Mishima doesn't mean I'm not trustworthy. That one.
I'm pretty sure it
I
does.
play King.
Nuh-uh.
I play King. He's
Okay,
the best
yeah.
boy. He's the goodest boy.
Even though King is the bestest boy ever and with zero faults, I still think I'm more trustworthy.
Look, all
Because
I'm gonna
I
say
also
is
play King.
King represents hugs, and she represents the opposite of hugs. Like,
Well, you know what?
I'm
I've been
like,
playing
Nancy
King
Hug,
since I was 10. I was 10 years old when I started playing King,
and
okay?
you've betrayed.
Congratulations
Good
on
boy
confirming your fall to the dark side.
You've
Oh my
abandoned
God.
the way of King. You've abandoned the
The
kingdom
way
of
of
King.
kings?
God forbid I learn a different character.
God damn it,
Exactly.
Dia.
God
That was a
forbids
good
it.
one.
That's right.
Oh my God. Anyways, Tekken
Specifically the Electric
aside.
God.
Alright, let's see what our choices are.
Nuz, when are we playing Tekken again, by the way?
You're not.
Today.
Oh, okay, cool. Just making sure.
I banned
Yeah.
Tekken.
Ben, you should
Bad.
play with
You have
us.
no power here. We follow the way of King.
I wonder if
True.
you set up
Yes,
PSSPP
yes.
with multiplayer, we could probably play Tekken 6 together.
Why would we want to play?
Yeah,
I would be bad at it.
That's
I
true.
think it'd be fun. I could play
It would be
Yoshimitsu.
nice for me to have somebody I would beat up easily.
True.
I mean, to be fair, you can probably have a chance of beating us both up, Ben, but you just have to play Tekken 8.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Nuz is still in the educated mashing phase.
To be fair, it's less mashing now, and actually just trying to go for buttons and just messing up timing most of the time.
Exactly, educated mashing.
I think her description is quite apt, yeah.
Educated mashing.
Fine.
That's probably how I play as well.
Most
Alright. Well, I was gonna go with more uneducated mashing for you, but
Hmm. Well, she's actually trying to learn inputs and stuff, though. So I call it
I
educated
did that.
mashing.
I did one session
And-
of trying
and-
to learn inputs.
until and
never mind, I
unless you
think
actually learn to, do things on the fly instead of just panic, no.
Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, I'm with Ben on this one, Dia.
Every time that we end up playing Warcraft, you have this problem where while we're playing, you just start saying, why, whenever something doesn't go your way, and meanwhile I'm killing your dudes.
That is true.
Oh shit. I pressed a button that actually did something I didn't mean to.
You pressed the A button.
Yeah, you continued the story.
I pressed the button that changes my emote and my PNG, but I didn't know it would do something in my video game.
Oh.
But yeah, we are here.
Cool. Let's team up unless you want to do the bad ending.
We always do the bad ending.
Mm-hmm. We just stopped reading lines.
We were too busy yapping about a certain video game.
Mm-hmm.
Tekken.
Actually, I was just busy shit-talking Dia because I'm still mad at her for not listening to me.
Yeah.
I'm trying, okay?
Not hard enough. When I lead you astray, then you get to complain about how bossy I am.
I think you
ever
accidentally
led me
chose the team
astray?
up option. Yeah.
What do you mean accidentally?
Yeah, this isn't the bad ending.
Do you think we should go for all the bad endings always?
Well,
I mean,
I want you to understand that it's the only way to see a happy, cute saber in a dress. So yes.
Okay.
You can see a happy, cute saber in a dress.
yes,
see
you
a
have to
happy-
get all the endings.
Oh,
I can see a happy cute saber in a dress.
fine.
Plus I get to voice
Suppose we can do
Celia
it
for
for
a moment.
saber.
We're
Yeah.
never gonna actually get that far. We're gonna give up on this project before that, but we can at least pretend.
True.
This isn't something I should be agonizing over. I'm an amateur, while Tosaka's a first-rate mage and master. Given what happened last night, teaming up with her is clearly the wiser choice. But
Emiya, I want to hear your answer.
really right now, it feels like jumping the gun. I don't think Tosaka is trying to deceive me. I should figure things out for my own first. Otherwise, I won't know right from wrong.
Sorry, Tosaka. I appreciate your concern, but I can't give you the answer you want. As heavy as this whole thing is, I don't think I should jump to decision here.
I meet her glare and dig my proverbial heels in.
Maybe this isn't the bad end.
Tosaka slightly narrows her eyes, then gives an emotionless nod.
Then I guess that's it. Though you're right about one thing. If you really want to win, you can't trust anyone.
That isn't true. I trust you, Tosaka. I just don't think I can make this decision on my own. If I'm Saber's master, then I shouldn't make commitments without looping her in.
Okay. I see. You're right. You are a master now.
Tosaka nods again in acceptance and quickly turns away. Her long hair sways as she walks away, and she grabs a knife and still turns back at me.
Yeah, that's what I imagine.
With that, the girl who might have been my ally turns back.
See you around. Next time we'll meet as enemies.
Hot.
And leaves me with a cold warning, just like Ilya did. Girlie does not handle rejection well.
Nar.
She's not really used to it. Okay.
Yeah. Take a quick breath and try to organize my thoughts.
I wonder how long this wrong end will go before we get to a death scene.
I give it 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops.
This is
Yeah.
not a bad end. This was the right choice. The other one was the bad end.
Really?
No. He's lying.
Ben tends to do that.
Yes,
I
he
haven't even
lies.
had time to think since witnessing that fight between Lancer and Archer
This
back
is-
at the school.
This is just my vibe.
Lancer stabbed me in the chest at school. Somehow I survived and got home. Then Lancer attacked me again.
Saber saved me, and I became a master.
So then I had things explained at the church. The Holy Grail War, a battle to the death. A Holy Grail, a device said to grant any wish to the victor. There's so much I still don't understand, but I have a reliable guide to help me out.
Yeah. I should go and talk to Saber first.
You'll find her in the kitchen with her head firmly stuck in the fridge.
No, Saber's more the sort to accidentally hint that she needs food, but never actually admit it outright because she's embarrassed.
Yeah, that's true. She would.
After making a full round of the house, Saber's nowhere to be found. I even checked the detached guest rooms, but I can't find her.
Reen stole her.
That's weird. That armor isn't exactly camouflage.
Even so, a fully armed and armored Saber still eludes me. Supposedly, servants can turn to spirit forms. Unfortunately, she can't with me. No, first of all,
Even though I'm called a master, I don't know anything about her. I'll be right back. I need to do something super quick.
okay. I don't even know what Saber is or how servants are able to exist. One thing I do know is it really doesn't matter how much stronger or better someone is. They can be wounded in a fight, and they bleed when they're wounded. People die when they are killed.
That's crazy.
Crazy? I was crazy once.
Damn, that sucks. Oh. Saber is in the still, silent JoJo.
She's with Taiga and Ilya. What are they talking about?
No, it said silent, so we definitely know Taka isn't here.
True, my bad.
It looks different than she had last night. She is Saber sitting upright, her legs tucked beneath her, on the wooden floor. She's not wearing her armor. She changed into rather elegant clothes that really suited her. Now she sits and waits. Words fail me at the sight. Saber looks beautiful. She strikes her a fine, dignified figure as she sits there, eyes closed. Simp. She seems to almost merge with the silence, like nothing so much as still water. And that rids me of any further doubt in my mind. Servant or whatever it is, she seems sacrosanct.
Sacrosanct?
So from now on, I'm sure I won't go down the wrong path. Saber. I call to her. Saber calmly opens her eyes and meets my gaze.
If there's any justice.
You are awake, Shiro.
Her voice is serene. Something rich and calm about her voice hangs in the air.
Yeah, I just woke up. What are you doing here?
I was resting. Since I cannot treat you, I figured I would at least ensure that my body is in perfect condition as I can make it.
Shiro,
Saber
mission
gives a
accomplished.
as she scrutinizes me. This is, makes me nervous in a different way than Tosaka did.
Shiro? What is it? Is your body still?
No, I'm totally fine. It's something else, really. It's nothing.
I quickly take a step back and shake my head. Looking away from Saber, who tilts her head at me quizzically, I try to calm my rapid heartbeat.
Get a hold of yourself. Why are you getting worked up like this?
I take a deep breath. I don't think this feeling is going away anytime soon.
Man, why did she have to change?
I can't help myself. Saber in that outfit, I can't help but actually think she's real now. Seriously, she's drop dead gorgeous. I mean, I saw that yesterday, but it's actually settling in now. And seeing her dressed in a girlish outfit like that makes it really difficult for a normal boy my age to act properly. Okay, come on, dude, chill out.
Yeah, he's a teenage boy. He gets to be like this.
Shiro.
This is not the first time you've seen a girl dressed in girly clothes.
Yeah.
As soon as we make eye contact, I can feel my nervousness grow. Then again, I wasn't looking everywhere for her just to stay silent. It's uncomfortable, but I can't let it be awkward forever.
Alright. May I, Saber? It was the first time for us to sit down and actually figure things out, but...
I bite the bullet. But then,
He bites an arrow flying through his head. Shiro, before that, there was something that I would address regarding last night.
interrupts me, obviously displeased, making her earlier calm hard to fathom.
Sure, what is it?
What happened to Reen? Is she still here?
As I said last night, you're my master. It is troubling if you take such actions. Combat is my territory, so please stay behind me and out of the direct line of fire. I cannot protect you when you go out on your own, apparently determined to die in vain, so as you nearly did.
Saber doesn't mince words. She clipped her tone. Her clipped tone is enough to make me forget my anxiety.
What the hell? If I hadn't intervened, you'd have been cut in half.
Perhaps I would have died, but you would have not been hurt. Let me repeat myself. Do not do that again. My master need not defend me, nor is there any reason to do so.
Don't be stupid. I don't need a reason to protect a girl.
And yep, this is definitely the bad ending.
Picking
Saber
his ass
stiffens
in
as
real
if
life.
surprised to see me upset at her.
She should kill him.
And her look becomes one of indescribable dignity.
Run away with Reen.
Find myself taking a step back under her severe expression. Now I just feel embarrassed, like I've said something incredibly tone deaf.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks for taking me home. I appreciate that.
I turn around and thank her. It's embarrassing enough to thank her like this. In this situation, it feels even more awkward. Even so, it's only right to thank the person who saved my life.
You are most welcome. It is a servant's duty to protect their master, but it is still nice to be acknowledged. You're very courteous, Shiro.
I don't think I'm particularly polite, actually. He's just Japanese.
Yeah, there's something more pressing that I need to bring up.
Let's get back on topic, Saber. I can call you Saber, right?
What else are you supposed to call her?
Girl.
Artoria.
But he doesn't know that. He just sees woman. Oh my god, it's a woman. And nothing
We've
else.
established that Shiro has a healthy libido and recognizes when there's a cute girl around. That is a positive trait, and all of you agree with it. You just want to mock him.
Are we going to ignore the fact that he was like, but you woman, I need to protect a girl. I don't need a reason to protect a girl. You girl, you in danger, I save you.
So, it emphasizes the fact that she's a girl there, in part as a quirk of language and translation, but the reason it's emphasized for story is because she is used to not seeing herself as someone to be protected or as a girl.
Mm-hmm.
He is not thinking about this as female to be protected, but rather she's just a person, and he's experiencing her not as a servant but as a person. By quirk of language, he refers to her as just being a girl, and she hates that because she's used to seeing herself as a means to an end, not a person.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's
Yes,
like,
as
don't speak too many words. Let's get back to reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will
I
need
do
to make
that
a
a
cut
lot.
soon.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yes. As a servant who has formed a contract with you, I am your sword. I shall I shall follow your orders, attack your enemies, and protect you.
Saber does not hesitate in the slightest to give her answer. Her tone leaves no room for doubt.
You are my sword, huh? To win the Holy Grail thing?
Is that not why you summoned me?
No, actually, it was just a coincidence. Lancer was going to try to kill me again. And if I lost to the same guy twice in a row, he'd have gotten bonus points.
Man, imagine
You
losing
know
to
what
the
they say,
same
what
guy
happens
58 times in a row.
Mm,
Couldn't be me, you
I know
know?
I'm far too powerful.
I
the
learned
thing,
from my
yeah.
mistakes.
Ben has grinded killing you so often and so many times in a row that he gets negative EXP now.
That's not true. Actually, I get a combo bonus.
No,
Every time I kill her, I get even more powerful.
Yeah, it's like a
No,
rhythm
here's
game.
how it works, Ben. You have killed her so much and gotten leveled up so high above her level, you actually get barely anything for doing it now. At this point now, it's just for see how far the chain can go.
No, you don't understand. My power level is a function of how much I feel like a smug bastard, and the more that I beat her, the more smug that I get.
Oh, so it's Superman writing and power scaling.
I can increase my own power just by deciding to, yes.
That's the most words I've ever heard you use to say yes.
No,
Yeah.
it's not even close to the most words you've ever heard me use to say yes. What are you talking about? I'm the most long-winded person you know.
Oh wait, he just keeps going.
You see?
Yeah. Why don't we just, read?
True.
You may have figured this out, but I'm not a full-fledged mage. I'm sorry, but I have no real knowledge or power as a master. But now that I've decided to, I'll fight. I'm inexperienced as a master, but are you okay with that? Anyway, I'd like to confirm this is not the bad end.
It's not?
Very
why the-
interesting.
Okay, no, never mind.
The whole
Upsetting Reen is good.
upsetting Rin is good. Okay.
Damn. Maybe use the good ending in Unlimited Blade Works, I don't know.
You know, we could go back. We could save here and then reload that one. And go live out the bad ending. That probably leads us into the Unlimited Blade Works route for a little bit, but then gives us a bad end because we did something different.
Very
Yeah, 'cause it's
long.
not-
That'd be a
actual-
waste of time.
That's
But we love wasting time. That's why we go off on tangents every single time. And also, if you didn't like wasting time, Egg and I would not be here.
True.
I don't know.
Mostly me.
Well, let's be real. Egg and I can be efficient. We choose not to.
Yeah.
Huh, there was a choice in the morning that I don't remember.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to call Egg style efficient, because hers is to stay up all night to beat a final boss just in order to snipe me, that bitch.
All night. I was sick and bored and already, rested enough. So
Okay,
I
look.
wasn't doing anything.
The part
You're
we
a
are
slut.
on now seems
I
to
almost ended up
branch
doing that,
up
by
from
the
the
way.
main route, so maybe this is still the bad end.
We could just keep going here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Of course. You are my master, Shiro. That is an immutable fact. Servants do not have the freedom to choose their masters.
I didn't know that. If it's true, I'll need to respect Saber's needs and actions as best I can.
Got it. Then you're okay with me being your master, Saber? In other words, he didn't hear her at all.
Yeah.
Servants have no
exactly.
choice. Okay, but you choose this, right?
I mean, you can choose not to play the game, Saber.
Man behavior.
Yes, I want women to be complicit in her own enslavement.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Look,
However,
stand
Shiro, I will
consent
not
to-
allow defeat.
It's still like turn.
Oh, you're so right. I don't know. Whatever.
You're a slut.
True. If
Saber
you do
was
not
thinking
have
about
any
food, that's
chance,
why she didn't talk.
I was thinking about boobs. If you do have, if you do not have any chance, it is my duty to carve out a path to victory. I will use any means possible to have you win the Holy Grail. We servants do not serve our masters out of charity. We serve you because we also desire the Holy Grail.
Huh? You mean you want the Holy Grail too? We already
We've
said
been
this.
over this.
Yeah. By
We've
Jude!
been
Okay,
over
I
this.
think we might have found the one person who has a worse memory than Dia.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think it's more like he trusts his impressions more than what he's told.
Of course. Originally, the only ones who could touch the Holy Grail's spiritual form are servants, who are also spirits. The master who is victorious in the Holy Grail War will obtain the Holy Grail through their servant. Afterwards, the servant's wish will be granted in repayment. That is the nature of the relationship between servant and master.
Awesome, what's their wishes get granted?
The story is sometimes vague about this.
Yes?
Yes.
That's all. Like, the
Oh.
story is sometimes vague. I don't know 100%. The impression you get from the structure of the Holy Grail War is that both their wishes are supposed to be able to be granted. Let me put up an asterisk that I know for a fact there's one weird cheat involving this. But we would get to that. We wouldn't get to that until the end of any given route.
Mm-hmm.
Dia.
Yes.
Oh. Come to think of it, there's no reason these absurdly strong heroic spirits would listen to humans normally.
Well, you have a gun to their head.
They have a spiritual gun to their heads. Which means Saber has a wish she wants granted. That's why Saber doesn't hesitate to fight, even if her master is as incomplete as I am.
Okay, then. Can I ask one more thing? You just did. You said masters are mages who summon servants, right? I get that. But I still don't understand your side of things. I do know that Saber and Lancer aren't your real names, though.
Yes, those are only the names given that are given based on each of our roles. Alright, I shall use this opportunity as an opportunity to give a rough explanation.
So much exposition.
Let's get more
We
information about the
servants are
classes.
heroic spirits. Each of us made a name for ourselves in our respective time periods. We accomplished some great deeds beyond human capabilities. Whatever the means, we are beings who have sublimated to deity-esque status.
That much is obvious.
He's just thinking about how cute she is.
Heroic spirits had supernatural abilities while they were alive, were celebrated after their deaths, and promoted to a higher spiritual rank than a ghost or such. And they're also really fucking cute.
But at the same time, that is also our weakness, because heroic spirits each left a mark upon history. Our weaknesses were also recorded. By revealing our names and identities, we would be revealing our weaknesses.
Out support for Saber.
I see. Heroes usually do have some opponent they're weak against. So that's why you're using a name like Saber and concealing your real name.
Yes. However, that is not the only reason I called Saber. There are 7 servants who are called by the Holy Grail, and each of them are all selected according to their class.
Class. So that's where Saber and Archer come from?
Why do they have to repeat this stuff? I'm not stupid.
Yes, you are.
Okay, Yes, but I don't need to hear the same thing 10 times to understand it, right?
Egg,
will,
do you think
and
she
you-
needs
and
to hear
you'll
the same
need
thing 10 times to understand it?
You'll need it at like 11 or 12
Well,
times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Egg, let me
Yeah.
rephrase that. Do you think 10 is enough? Or do you think that she needs 20?
Ooh, that's a tougher one.
Yeah.
Because,
I
like,
think she'll
sometimes she does
understand
get
by
it.
12, but she'll need
Yeah.
the extra 8 times to really have it sink in.
Yeah,
Man,
that sounds more right.
no
Yeah.
trust for my brain.
Not really,
Dia, we
no.
do
Honestly-
trust your brain, just that we have trust for something you don't like.
Dia, you're in trouble with all of us for how behind you've been lately.
Mm,
Can't
to
ooh
put it
your
in
way out of this
perspective,
one.
I have literally not played Path of the Midnight Sun for months and months and months at a time. You are still behind me somehow.
Because
Well,
it's been
you've
2
been-
years.
I lost my
He's
save.
been playing recently. He's gonna beat it pretty quickly, though. Probably only a few sessions away.
It's a short
Like-
game. It's not long.
It's not
Yeah,
long,
I'm
but it's not
like-
quite a short game either. I'd consider a short game to be less than 10 hours.
Because I'll be completely
that's
honest,
fair.
because I started getting sick last night, I took off tomorrow for work, which was only a half day anyway, so no big deal. I'm just gonna play today and tomorrow. I'll have it done.
I'd say a normal-sized game is around 20 hours of gameplay. That's what I'd consider normal. And under 10 is definitely just plain short. Path of the Midnight Sun is probably around
It's like-
24 hours.
Yeah. I think I beat it in
24
about that much
hours if
time.
you're
Yeah.
not a dear.
Or if you want to unlock all the different pairings and everything, it's like 30 hours.
Oh well, yeah. If you want to unlock everything, that's going to take a bit longer.
That's
Just by
that's
that point,
radically
you're on
different, though.
point.
That's almost
Yeah.
unrelated. It's so different.
You have to do several playthroughs to do that.
Yeah.
My total playtime in Path of the Midnight Sun, I just checked on Steam, this is across all playthroughs and with me leaving it running during loading screens, is only about 50 hours.
Mhm.
And for reference, that includes all my time beta testing.
Yeah.
On multiple
Kinda like
playthroughs, on 2 of them being hard mode. Which is, by the way, genuinely hard and punishing.
Kind of like how Dia has like over 300 hours or whatever in SRPG Studio, but that's mostly because she's kept the game running for hours and hours and hours, but she still has the most time out of all of us combined.
Oh yeah, not even close. She has a few 100,000 more than I do. My time is negative. Anyway, let's get back to the part where everybody else does the work and I, reap all the benefits.
And this time is actually 20 hours in
Whatever, man.
SRPG Studio.
You
Did I
slut.
even
Egg
read
has
this?
70
I don't
minutes.
think I read this. Yeah. Anyways. That is correct. First of all, summoning this heroic spirit is itself close to a miracle. To summon 7 of them is too much even for the Holy Grail. In order to solve that, the heroic Grail... Holy Grail prepares 7 vessels beforehand and only calls forth heroic spirits who are compatible with those vessels. Such vessels are like objects that keep us temporarily bound to this world. They are the 7 classes.
Yay, the cards come back.
Saber. Lancer. Archer.
The Archer girl is cute.
Rider. Caster.
I'm pretty sure all the classes are represented by men, Dia.
Assassin. They are not.
They're not.
And Berserker.
No, I mean like the cards, like they're all represented with men, even though they're like
They are not.
They're not.
The Archer and Saber are definitely women.
No, it's just likes men.
He just
It's
likes
okay to
men.
admit it.
I mean, I could totally play into that joke, and in fact, I probably will. Yeah, that's why I like men so much.
True. 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 Kiss about it. Anyways.
If this weren't your server, I'd have kicked you for that.
I know.
You can't kick me, I own the place.
I'm kidding, we're not on your server. Bye! Okay, now one of you add her back.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
The stuff I have to put up with.
What do you mean have to put up with? You're welcome.
Why was it? It's doing stuff again on its own.
No, it's not. It's you.
Oh, and she immediately went to Tekken.
Okay, well, I will add her. Where is she?
I added her. Yeah, I added her.
Okay.
There we go. How dare you play Tekken?
I knew you'd get the notif.
He did, yeah, we all knew.
Hey, I literally just texted you just after that saying, "Get the fuck off Tekken and back in here."
I'm so glad my bait worked.
It was great. Well done.
I mean, to be fair, we were already working on getting you back in here anyway.
Oh, I'm so funny. Okay, let me watch the stream.
Yeah.
So I ordered the others to bring you back immediately, but we still saw the Tekken thing, which was very funny.
It's made it even funnier because I could actually yell at you to get back in DMs.
Yeah. Alright. So is that the line that's highlighted that you kicked me before I could read?
Yeah. I accidentally skipped ahead.
Alright. As you do. Alright. The Holy Grail calls for heroic spirits with abilities that correspond to each role from any time period. And those who are assigned to these classes are called servants.
I get it. So you're a saber because you're a heroic spirit who was good with the sword. Shocker.
Correct. There may be some servants who possess multiple attributes, but I would say in all humility that there are none better than I with the sword.
Spoiler, one of the servants is a better swordsman than her.
However, that is also my disadvantage. I am not a mage, so I can only defeat enemies as your sword.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think about the metaphor work there. You mean you're not good at the cloak and dagger stuff? I don't consider that a weakness. You're more than strong enough as a saber.
Shiro, battles are not won through might alone. This is hypothetical, but if your enemy is better at close combat than you, then what would you do?
Well, I guess I know that I wouldn't be able to win if I just fight head on, so I would have to do something without fighting. Shiro's more of a die-trying kind of guy.
I understand
Yeah.
once I say that. I'm an idiot.
I'm stupid.
I'm schmobrain.
I'm stupid.
If the opponent is strong, of course you wouldn't pick a direct fight with them. Defeating opponents with a sword isn't the only way to fight. That's why guns exist. If you can't beat your opponent with a sword, you just have to come up with another way.
Like a lance.
No, like a gun.
This is the way.
When does the gun class come out?
When does the gunner class come out?
So, there sort of is, but mostly it's just they'd be archers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Just boring.
Once again, fake Grand Order. There is Billy the Kid as a servant. He uses actual guns.
I'm also going to note that there is, as far as I know, literally only one servant in existence who is a master of both bows and guns. But there is one. Somebody who was around for the era of both, to some extent.
Interesting. That is correct. If your opponent discovers that you are skilled in close combat, they will most likely not challenge you thusly. Yes, that word, I know it. In that sense, servants who lack ability will use any means possible.
Here's how you can remember thusly. It rhymes with Nuzly.
You're so right. I will remember that now.
No, you won't. Don't lie to me.
I won't. I'll forget. I'll forget
know you will.
in a few minutes, in fact.
Forget what?
Anyways.
What are we talking about?
Huh?
Your
Huh?
mother. Anyways.
Oh, she's a nice lady. We don't really get along, though.
The, the assassin servant lacks combat capacity but has the ability to hide its presence, and the caster servant is proficient in magecraft that does not exist in this age. You cannot be optimistic from power difference. Additionally, we have things called noble phantasms. No matter what kind of servant we are as heroic spirits, we have the opportunity to create a fatal attack.
Noble phantasm?
I've not heard the term.
You don't hear?
Have they not mentioned noble phantasms once so far?
I
Though I
definitely
think
did.
I can glean the meaning from the words.
Noble phantasms are special weapons that servants have. Weapons like Lancer's spear, Archer's bow, and my sword are all such treasured tools. Heroes do not become so by themselves. It is due to their chosen weapon, the very symbol of their existence, that they are recognized as heroes. Heroes and their armaments are as one. As such, those who become heroic spirits bear famed and powerful weapons. That is what noble phantasms are, a servant's trump card. They are also what we need. They are also what we need to fear the most.
Neighbor says that noble phantasms are weapons that heroic spirits had while they were alive. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
I recall that Blue Knight's spear. It sucked up all the magical energy in the air and stabbed Saber's chest with an impossible trajectory. That thing is certainly not something that a normal human can handle. The spear itself carried a strong curse, but I felt amount of magical energy on another level from the words Lancer said back then too. Could that be?
Saber, are noble phantasms magecraft? Oh, sorry. Lancer's spear certainly seemed like something with history, but the spear itself was not extraordinary. But with his words, the spear went beyond the realm of weapons. Isn't that a type of magecraft?
Yes. Noble phantasms are certainly similar to magecraft. As you say, Lancer's spear is a noble phantasm, but its true value is demonstrated only when he puts magical energy into it and says its true name. Noble phantasms are technically mystics that are materialized. Just as incantations are necessary to activate magecraft, noble phantasms also need their true name to be recited in order to awaken and activate them. However, this also has its dangers. By saying the true name of the noble phantasm, that servant's identity will be revealed.
I get it. Heroes and weapons are set. If you know the name of the weapon, you can work out who wields it.
Neighbor nods in silence. That is why noble phantasms. Why the noble phantasm is a trump card. In exchange for revealing their identity, it would launch an unavoidable fatal blow. And if that attack misses or fails, the servant has revealed their weakness.
So, Saber, is your noble phantasm that invisible sword?
Yes. However, I have not revealed its identity yet. At this point, there should not be any servants who know my true name.
With that, Saber looks away uncomfortably for a second.
Shiro, I have a request about that matter.
Huh? What kind of request?
It's about my true name. Normally, servants reveal their true name only to their master, so they can plan strategies for the battles ahead. However, you are inexperienced as a mage. If you encounter a superior mage, they should be able to read your mind. Therefore... Yeah. Uh-huh.
Sorry, I was chewing that time. So you can't reveal your name, huh? Yeah, you're right. Like hypnosis or being hit with a whisper type spell, or... Well, I doubt it, but if other masters have mystic eyes, then I might start babbling about it. Okay then. I'll leave it up to you to decide when to use your noble phantasm.
Are you certain you should make such a rash decision?
It's not
This
rash.
Shiro, he always makes rash decisions.
I thought it over, and I'm satisfied by the conclusion I reached. In this case, Shiro's just completely correct. What he's doing here is absolutely the right decision. It's just that he is pretty thoroughly without ego, and so he's able to come to that conclusion quickly. Press the button.
Did you read this line?
I did.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
I'm shocked that you would doubt my word, girly pop. My word is worth more than your life.
His worth is his win streak against you, which goes well above 58.
No, my worth is my win streak against mankind, which is far beyond that. I should have said womankind. I should have been more sexist. My apologies.
Missed opportunity, I don't forgive you.
You're right. I don't deserve it.
You don't.
No,
I
yeah,
will choose to
I
take
didn't
that as
read
a
the rest of that line.
He did.
Like, no, he definitely didn't.
Ben, did you read this?
He did not.
Oh, okay, sorry, it's the dementia.
What?
You're talking about I did think it through, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was chewing while you were arguing.
Moving on.
Moving on. We've talked through most things, but I still don't think I understand the whole situation.
Are you serious?
Please
Hey,
stop.
Saber.
How much
I can understand why
exposition
this would be a bad
does he
ending.
need?
It's a visual
I
novel.
can-
It's reasonable to have a lot of exposition.
Yeah. I can also understand why this would be a bad ending. Saber just gets sick of his shit.
For real.
No, Saber
But-
has basically endless patience. It's pretty funny.
No, she doesn't. She has a clear limit.
But that limit is defined only by her hunger.
But it's a limit.
But Shiro makes good food.
But it's a limit.
Foob!
Ooh. And this is exactly why we didn't have Dia voice Saber,
True.
among other reasons.
Because she's not allowed to have good food.
She's not.
Honestly, Shiro would probably recognize that Dia is just unworthy and just not make food for her.
That's
Honestly,
so
yeah.
mean.
And he'd be snarky to her. And he'd be snarky to her even outside of his narration.
Japan is like one of the good food capitals of the world, like top 5 for sure. And so Dia's never allowed to go. I asked the Japanese and they've preemptively banned her from the country.
What's a Dia? It
Banned
sounds
already.
disappointing.
Honestly, I'm proud of the Japanese. They made the right call.
Maybe they didn't deserve that second bomb.
You're right. We should have used the
Man,
second
come on!
bomb
No, you're not supposed to agree with me on that.
I'm saying we should have used the next bomb on St. Petersburg.
Okay, good.
I had to take my pill. What did I miss?
Oh, we were busy talking about how much you suck.
Okay, so normal stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's your own fault.
Did you read this line while I was away?
Everybody else was talking, so I didn't have a chance. Hey, Saber, do masters or servants have some sort of mark? I don't really know what I should be doing.
No, unfortunately, there is no definitive way to identify them.
Couldn't you see someone's command seals?
Yes.
Yep.
I think she's the one with dementia.
Well, you can forgive her. She's old.
True, she is very old.
That's not
What if
true.
What do you mean that's not true?
She's like 30.
She's from how many hundreds of years ago, though?
That's not age.
So she's old. She old. She granny.
Age is a matter of accumulated years.
I'm just upset we can call him a grandma fucker now.
What?
What are we talking about?
Boobs.
Figures
We're
age.
always talking about boobs, even if we don't know it.
We do love those. They're pretty cool. Big fan. Anyways,
How would you know? You've never seen any.
Yes, I have.
Oh, you haven't. Prove it.
Yes, I have. What do you mean, prove it? How? Okay, whatever. Moving on. But if other servants
You
are
can't
near...
prove it. I mean, she's not chance to know what they look like.
Anyways... But if other servants are near, the servant can sense their presence. All the more so if they are in physical form. Servants themselves are a powerful force of magical energy. You were able to sense Berserker's presence, correct?
That's true. It'd be bad if I can only tell on some attacks, right? I need to at least notice before they approach, or else I won't be able to take any sort of countermeasure.
Then how about tracking the master's presence? Masters are mages. Since they can use magecraft for a living, there will always be magical energy that is leaking. If you search for that, you may be able to identify the master's whereabouts.
Sorry. Unfortunately, I can't do anything requiring skills like that.
I mean, I don't even realize Tosaka's identity, and we go to the same school. We were in the same building for 2 years, and on top of that, I saw her many times.
Damn. No wonder I get made fun of for being an amateur. My only proof as master is my command spell. Looks like I have a tough road ahead of me.
I sigh heavily.
Shiro, can you close your eyes for a moment?
Saber's face is stern as she speaks.
And then she boops him. Close my eyes? Why?
I'm going to prove that you are a master. Just listen to me. Close your eyes and regulate your breathing.
I close my eyes. I feel something slightly touching my forehead. Wait, it's oddly pointed. Could it be the end of her sword?
Saber? Hold on, are you sure you're not doing anything weird?
Master, please be quiet and concentrate on the fingertip. If you are a mage, you should be able to feel my magical energy from that.
Oh, so it's Saber's fingers touching me. Pull myself together and quiet my mind.
And here I thought she was gonna cut my head off.
Whoa.
He got her
Can
character
she
sheet.
astral project images and can she astral project pictures into his brain, bro?
She's astral projecting her trainer card into his mind.
That's crazy.
Literally a character sheet.
It's literally a character sheet, yeah.
This is my character for my next D&D campaign, Shiro. What do you think? Any thoughts?
Shiro, I was thinking of picking the paladin class for I feel it fits me. What do you think?
I was considering a paladin, but with a bard subclass, so I can use my charisma.
She does have the charisma skill.
I think holy
She does.
magic to be a D&D paladin. Might you teach me magecraft, Shiro?
Saber, what was that?
Is it not obvious? You and I are connected through a contract, so it is natural to understand my condition.
Oh, here's the thing. Saber's character will go paladin with some bard and then some barbarian.
Is there a class that can eat more food?
Barbarian.
Probably barbarian.
Yeah, it would have to be barbarian.
I actually made a Saber character sheet for D&D 5e, but it's mostly just sorcerer.
Sorcerer evolving things.
Here's the thing, it's not unfounded.
A draconic sorcerer.
Oh.
Every other
Yeah,
level
that
she has
makes
is
sense.
paladin, though. So the reason it's sorcerer, her sheet is sorcerer 15, paladin 5. It's because you can replicate a lot of the effects of her abilities using spells, like Sunbeam and Sunburst for the big and small effects of her sword. But also just because it does fit her lore, you know, the Dragon Core stuff. We'll get there.
Like I said, it makes sense. There's reason for it.
There's good reason for it. It's because Draconic Sorcerer exists, and because straight Paladin would just be a person with sword, and she has a bunch of special abilities that require more than that.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know. Anyway.
Best of luck.
Understand your condition.
I do not know how you saw it. Your standards are what sets how you measure a servant's abilities. There are some masters who distinguish simply through colors, and there are other masters who understand by comparing them to beasts.
Ah, so basically Shiro
Not
is
gonna lie.
a D&D nerd.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of hoping you would say breasts instead of beasts.
I mean, comparing breasts is a little unfair. There are many types of wonderful breasts. You don't need to, you know, rank them.
Really, you're not going to follow that up with anything else?
No.
Interesting.
No, I was hoping somebody else would have a good line, but nobody did.
I was just waiting for you to, like, dig yourself further into the hole so I could tell you to die or something.
It doesn't work when you
thing.
try to have me die. Like, it doesn't achieve anything.
Also, here's the thing, Egg. If I chime in and try and counteract Ben, that only ends up with me being dug in that same hole.
Well, yeah, but that's your own fault.
For being a
Yeah, which
male.
is why I didn't speak.
Hee 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 hee. We're silencing the men.
But anyway, big boobs are better than small boobs.
That's
Oh,
not true.
boobs
Comfy
are good
boobs are the
boobs.
correct answer.
Boobs are good boobs. Agreed.
As I've said before, while I like the big boobs, boobs can be too big, but not too small.
Anyways. In other words, it varies by person, but one perceives it in its easiest way for them to identify. This is the basics of being a master, so from now on, please check frequently. You should be able to understand the details for someone after seeing them once.
I think I get it now.
We are getting a lot of exposition for this supposedly bad end.
I was surprised because it was so sudden, but I might be able to act a bit more like a master now. Well, if it's not actually a bad end, it's just two different flavors of yes, you must.
It might be, to be honest. Master, this concludes my abbreviated explanation.
Thank God it was abbreviated.
Yeah, would have been here all day, dude.
This is as close as you'll ever get to abbreviation of any information in a Natsu game
You're telling me.
or a Type Moon game.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, but it makes sense. Sorry for the trouble, Saber.
There's no need to apologize. You need to understand the situation we're in to make decisions about our next steps.
Saber leans forward attentively, awaiting for my next words. This tells me Saber is probably the same as Tosaka. She's the sort to strike first.
Well, I don't think we'll do anything particularly difficult.
Different.
I don't plan on looking for other masters to defeat them like Tosaka.
Shiro, that is not what we just talked about. Do you not have any intention of pursuing the Holy Grail in your capacity as a master?
Neighbor's eyes narrow.
Kill him. Do it!
Those are the eyes of a cool-headed knight that does not accept any disagreement. Watch this where it actually shows us the bad ending now.
The time has come.
I stare back,
There will be no match for you.
and clearly convey my intentions.
Do it.
Of course I do. But only because I don't want it to fall into the wrong hands. I don't have any particular reason to want the Holy Grail for myself.
Kill him. No.
But that doesn't mean I'm not going to fight. I'm a mage, even if I'm an amateur. I know I can't back out of this situation now. And I won't make it out alive if I just sit and do nothing.
So in this battle that you cannot avoid as a mage, instead of fighting to obtain the Grail, are you saying that you are fighting to prevent the conflict over the Holy Grail?
Well, I guess that's what it means. Yeah, that's it. I can't really explain it, but I feel like that's something worth fighting over.
Do you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because Discord said it couldn't detect my mic for a sec.
Oh. Well, we only like just started hearing you if you were saying other stuff earlier.
I was not. That's why I was like confused and doing a preemptive ask before disconnecting and reconnecting.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
honestly, the idea of a holy grail doesn't feel real to me. But preventing battles? That I can fight my hardest for, and do with pride.
I don't understand. You say that you are a mage. If so, you should desire the omnipotence of the Holy Grail. Do mages not master their craft because they have a wish that they cannot grant themselves?
I'm not sure what you're saying. I don't have unfulfillable wishes. I do have a lot of things that I want to do, though.
Yeah. That's why I need to do everything in my power to keep innocent people out of this battle.
Does that mean you do not need the Holy Grail? You will not fight for it?
That's not what I'm saying. I have every intention of getting the Holy Grail, since I'm going to fight.
Your words are contradictory. Why would you bother fighting for something you have no need of?
Hmm?
Well, because winning means you. Oh wait, hold it. This is definitely sounds like dialogue.
No, I don't think so.
That is inner narration, I think.
No, I understand it's in narration, but it does sound like this would be dialogue because they've already messed up. The translators or proofreaders have already messed up twice beforehand with the placement, the parentheses. Well, not parentheses.
Well, just
with
keep
the dialogue.
clicking for a bit then, Dia.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
That
you
is
to
the
do one
end
more
of this
time.
page.
Oh, well then, say it, Nuz.
Well, because...
because winning means you get the Holy Grail, and most of all,
I like cute girls. You need it, right? Then we have to get it.
Simp.
She's so...
his level of simp is so high, even she was baffled.
Yup.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of people the other masters are like. Some of them may be really good people. But I decided I'm going to be on your side. And if you say you want the Holy Grail, then I'll give it my all to help you. I'm only echoing my old man's opinion, but if you want to champion justice, you need to be an egoist. pointless to support everybody. So you need to ally yourself only with people that you like and trust. I never thought of it that way, but now I think I should. I can't just fight for myself. What I can do is fight for you, Saber. And to be honest... Nuz?
And to be honest, if it's something that this girl wants, that seriously, it's only natural I want to obtain it for her no matter what. Imp! I mean, don't all guys think that way? No.
True!
No.
Yes!
Oh my god.
No.
You are so wrong!
Kill.
Look, if Peggy asks me if I can do her math homework for her, I'm saying no. I'm bad at math. I'm not gonna learn. I need to learn for myself.
You're all weak.
Does that mean you would forfeit the fight if I give up the Holy Grail?
I wouldn't want... Oh.
I wouldn't want that, but if Saber does that, everything I thought of so far falls apart.
No, it doesn't matter. I already said I would fight. That's why I won't run away. I've already decided, Saber.
Take notes, Dia.
What?
I look at her straight in the eye as I declare this.
That he won't run away.
Am I?
You
Do
know
I?
Dia will take
Do
the
I?
exact wrong direction from that, and she'll never retreat from a fight with Ben ever again. Saber doesn't respond immediately. He takes a deep breath, then looks at me.
Understood. If you say so as a master, I simply have to obey. My objective is the Holy Grail, while your goal is to stop the battle. Our ultimate destination is still the same. But I must say one thing, Shiro.
Saber stops abruptly. She seems to look far into the distance.
I struggled to put it into words, but I believe you will come to regret what you've said. In fact, I'm sure of it.
So she says.
He's just like me for real moment. On her part, anyways.
Since it's noon already, and we've missed breakfast, we decide to have lunch for now.
Speaking of lunch,
Nope.
do you people
Speaking of
need a
lunch,
break?
Dia, you don't get to
Because we need to take a cut here anyway, I think. It's been 2 hours.
I knew you were going to do that,
say.
but I think you shouldn't have any food during your breaks.
I mean, yeah, I'm not hungry
I don't
right
think-
now.
Yeah, because
I don't think Dia should be allowed to have any food until she's won a game.
She'll die.
that's just the way it'll have to be.
No, that's not so bad. I can play without glasses, with my good eye closed, one-handed, while running on no sleep for 72 hours. Maybe she'll be able to take 1 game in 10 that way.
Maybe.
50 games later, Dia still hasn't taken one.
They really fucking need to practice.
You always say that, but then you never do it.
I know. It's just boring. I don't know.
It's not boring. Go beat up your girlfriend.
Do it! Kill her!
Okay, look. The reason Dia doesn't do that, by the way, is because she's worried that she's going to find out that her girlfriend's better. And then it won't be that I'm special, it's that Dia's bad.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. That's what's going on here.
Yeah.
Dia won't
Yeah.
admit it, but that's
No,
what's
that makes
going on.
sense. Yep, no, you're so right. That's such a Dia thing to do.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still expect to crush all of you, even if we have similar levels of experience, but I suspect I'm just generically the better strategy gamer than you guys. However, this is what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Egg, when am I killing you in Warcraft?
Oh, big
Once
words
I'm
from DL.
satisfied with Tekken, once I'm satisfied with Monster Hunter, yeah, I've got other things
And when
I'm
she's satisfied with
prioritizing.
another game, I get her just to keep her from satisfying you.
Well, once we're done, Nuzzy and Dia can play after the stream today.
Yeah.
True.
I'm playing Path of Midnight Sun. I've already declared what I'm doing today.
Ah,
Nah, we can do Warcraft. We can get some practice of that.
We can do that.
And I can show
I'm
Nuzzy
playing-
how to kill people with nothing but dwarves.
you could. Yeah. There you go.
Anyway, I'm making a cut.
Alright, let's take a break, y'all. See y'all in like 10 minutes.
Sure.
Yep.
I'm gonna do
Maybe
some war
less.
crimes. Bye.
Bye bye.
Hey, Egg.